Hey there, we got another Age of Empires 4 replay. This time, I'm going to be playing as the English, and my opponent, Silo, is going to be playing as the Holy Roman Empire. The map is Black Forest, so on this map, it's a lot of narrow paths through a large forest leading to your opponent's base. And right around your base are ample resources. Lots of Holy Roman Empire players enjoy this map because they can put an Aachen chapel down and have access to a wide variety of resources here, and all their units will be inspired, and they can greed and tech up as quickly as they can. Um, Unless you put pressure on them, they're just going to completely uh, outgrow you. They're just going to uh, gain tons of food from the fish and the nearby animals. They're also going to mine this large gold patch, inspiring their units the whole time. And with the food and gold, they're going to advance through the ages. They'll probably not put very many on wood, and why not? You're actually very far from any thick wood patches. So go light on wood and just get up to the Castle Age or maybe even the Imperial Age as quickly as you can. So I'm thinking all this through. I'm playing as the English, and the way I've enjoyed playing English lately is look for a boar location on the map or something that I can quickly claim, and then put aggression on my enemy, because I get good early units, and if I have a strategic foothold on the map, maybe like right here near this boar, I can rally units from there to the enemy's base. So if I've already got a bunch of villagers here gathering from this boar, I can use them to build military production buildings like barracks. I can use them to come forward and maybe repair siege units here. That's my plan. I'm going to, after I identified the boar here, I said to myself, okay, we're going to put down an outpost and a mill near this boar, and we're going to then continually apply pressure on the enemy. One thing I really wanted to scout out with my scouts were the locations of the relics, and kind of an interesting map layout. It looks like the whole top half of the map is completely forest, so there's no walking through there. I do find one of his villagers and sick my scout on her. I didn't block the pathing, but I was able to start attacking her. So this scout's eventually going to take her down unless my opponent does something about it. Looks like he's kind of not sure. Oh, I bug her out. That was cool. She couldn't actually work on the wall because my scout was blocking her. Wow, interesting. So there's the outpost, the mill. I send 5 villagers forward in total because 5 can fit in the outpost. But going back to what I was saying, I really wanted to scout around with my scouts, particularly the back of his base, to see if I find any docks. If I see docks, then I understand that my opponent's probably not going to be very aggressive. They're going to be trying to build as many boats as they can and gain as much food from the waters. I didn't see anything, so I'm a little hesitant right now. Without the docks, perhaps my opponent is going to make some defensive buildings or some military production buildings and actually have a standing army. But I decide, okay, I'll throw down a forward barracks. I'm going to continue my attack anyway. In retrospect, probably should have sent my scouts forward. Okay, well, I'm sending him out now. But this one's just sort of burning down these walls. I'm a little nervous about all these relics nearby as well. If my opponent gets up to the 3rd age and with the Regnitz Cathedral, then I'm going to have to find some way of preventing him from getting these relics. Find a villager working on a wall over here. It looks like he was trying to like wall in the relic as well, but my longbowmen, which are rallying here, find the villager, and we're going to make quick work of her. Good, I'm sending the scout forward. It's time to begin to apply pressure. I've got my 3 longbowmen. My barracks is up. I'm going to upgrade my man-at-arms. Let's see what I can do here. Scouting around, I see some houses up forward, but I don't see a mill. I don't see any resource collection. I know that he's got the gold over here. Really what I'm looking for is the Aachen Chapel, and I want to deny the resource gathering that goes on around it. Back home, I've built a blacksmith because I know I'm probably going to be building rams, so I want to get the siege engineering upgrade done. Looks like it's a little expensive right now. Looks like I need some more wood. I went for the survival upgrade here at the mill so that my villagers can harvest quicker from these boar carcasses. I'm also sending another group of villagers forward to the other boar, hoping to start gathering food from that as well. I see a horseman, I see the Aachen Chapel, and I see a stable. I immediately decide, okay, I need to start producing spearmen. So that's what I'm going to be producing now. And I got the spearmen upgrade, so I'm sending them out. Yep, there's more spearmen. The man-at-arms will be okay against the horsemen, but really I want spearmen to take care of it. Seeing a blacksmith over here. Kind of a curious thing. Now I'm realizing, oh, my opponent has like tucked all the resource gathering back here. I'm searching around to try and find other areas where he might be gathering, but I don't see it. And I still don't see any dock. It's not up here, maybe back here. I'm trying to decide how best to approach this. He's throwing down another stables. Here come the horsemen. I'm hoping to get my man-at-arms forward. Tucking my archers, my longbowmen back here, just to buy some time until my spearmen arrive. We're taking care of the boar down here. Looking good. Hopefully I don't lose a villager. Well, looks like I do, but that's okay. So now I'm really discouraging him. He did kill all my longbowmen, but my my archers are starting, or my spearmen are starting to discourage them from attacking. I'm moving into the areas where I know he's gathering. And I kind of like this corner. I can just protect myself back here. And now I've spotted the dock, likely gathering lots of food at that dock. I want to target it as quickly as I can. The spearman is so good against these horsemen. Oof. So now I know I can sit on top of his military production buildings and he can't really do anything to me. I'm also spreading my troops out to find out if he starts gathering from other areas. This is really good spot right here. I see all of his villagers that he was having chop lumber over here relocate to the other side. So now my longbowmen can actually start picking shots, and I'm sending in my man-at-arms to try and put an end to this. Hopefully I get some villager kills out of this. Well, there's one. Hopefully some others. Back at my base, I'm getting, the siege engineering upgrade, trying to put down some houses. I'm also thinking about starting to collect stone, and I'd like to start getting more gold going in case I need to go up to the Castle Age. Really happy to take this fight. 3 spearmen versus 4 horsemen. Oh, and I've got even more coming. I set one person immediately to start burning down the dock because this is a huge part of his food gathering. While I don't have a ram, I definitely want to dedicate someone to burning it down. Now that I got the siege engineering upgrade, I'm going to start placing rams down. Looks like we definitely discouraged him from chopping over here. And I've just got my units rallying across the map. So it's nice getting these unit upgrades. I've already got better melee armor, so the horsemen aren't doing as much anymore. Yeah, definitely want to target the docks down. That's a good move. And now I'm taking down the military buildings with my ram. Looks like he got an attack upgrade and a ranged armor upgrade. I'd really like to destroy this blacksmith before he can finish the next upgrade, but I want to take down his landmark. That'd be a nice win. I'm feeling great at this point. I feel like the game's in my hands. I've got all these units rallying. I've got Rams working on his chapel. He can use the emergency repairs ability that the Holy Roman Empire has, but I haven't really seen him make use of it. You see, he gets down in archery range, trying to hide it over here. But I keep finding where his villagers are gathering. All I have to do is rally a few units over, and he sends all the villagers scattering. Blacksmith's burning down. He's hiding his villagers, and I don't want to lose my units to his town center. I want to keep on the outside, kind of picking away at his buildings. Yeah, just let individual units burn things down. I'm trying to look to see if he's got anywhere else where he might be gathering. Starting to get more on the gold. You can see income. I'm just blowing him away because he has nowhere to gather from. His bank, surprisingly high. You could see he's got all the resources he needs to advance. He could go to the next stage if he wants. It's because he relocated his dock over here, so his fishing ships are still gathering him food. And he still has a lot of gold that he mined because he had basically all of his workers on this gold spot. But what can he do? He needs to get to the next age so that he can begin to produce units that use up lots of food and gold. I can kind of do that with my early man-at-arms, but he needs to reach the castle age to start pumping out probably knights. I believe the Holy Roman Empire can make early man-at-arms as well, so kind of surprised to not see those. Instead, he's producing archers, which, with his wood supply, is not a lot. I see the villagers coming forward to attack my ram, so I just pull it back and tell my army to take down as many villagers as they can. Would be nice to have a villager come forward from this this spot, especially since, heck, I've got some idle here. Would love to see them come forward and start repairing some of these rams. Taking down all of his buildings. Would love to get this archery range. And you can see I'm starting to get to the point where I could go to the next stage. I just need a little bit more food and I'll be there. These man-at-arms are great against these archers with their 4 ranged armor after the upgrades. And I see the Regnitz Cathedral being built back there. And I decide, okay, well, let's just send some forces that way to discourage whatever villagers are over there. Because, I mean, let these archers go ahead and attack my guys. I don't care. They're so tanky. And I send these to the backside. I've got enough to tech up. I'm probably going to do so any moment now. Yes, there's the King's Palace. These fishing boats are still returning lots of food for him. You can see even with his whole city on fire, these ships, if they were rallying back here, would be giving him tons of food. But at this point, I feel like the game's over. I have complete control of his base. There's nowhere else that I'm seeing him anywhere else on the map, thanks to the towers that I have built. I'm going up to the 3rd age. I'll soon start producing villagers 2 at a time, and I can start producing knights and lancers. So it was an interesting game. I think my opponent shouldn't have had such a rigid play style. I mean, this was the classic Holy Roman Empire build where you just tech up as much as you can while gathering whatever resources are available and not even thinking that there's an opponent on the other side of the map. Just pretending like you're playing your own SimCity game. And I'm guilty of that too. I think in a recent replay, I went for 2 town centers on Mountain Pass and paid the price for it. But I liked this game as the English. I like this whole taking forward areas with an outpost and taking advantage of Boer locations on the map. So yeah, maybe we'll see more English and maybe some more French in the future. All right, thanks for tuning in.